Cooking with Calvin, bite-size edition. Cooking with Calvin, what does that mean? Cooking with Calvin. Well, see, I have to work tomorrow, so I can't spend 9 hours editing, so I'm just going to do kind of a short episode today. I don't know how long the video goes. We'll see, but hopefully the edit time will be shorter. Cooking with Calvin, join us today. Bite-size episode. Do you get it? Do you get it? Because food. I am going to make some bacon-wrapped jalapeno poppers. That's right, because my awesome and great coworker Annie brought me some bacon, because that's something she does. And so I was like, I should probably use this for an episode, and that's what we're gonna do. And then also, for a drink, we're gonna make micheladas, because I don't know if I mentioned, but I really like tomato. A classic michelada, and we're gonna do that first before I start cooking, and yeah. Enter your co-star, the cat, who has been whining ever since I pressed record on this little video tablet. He knows. So I'm gonna start on the micheladas. It's just gonna be pretty simple. You're gonna need some lemon, freshly squeezed, some lime, freshly squeezed, mostly lime. Your Worcestershire sauce. Tomato, love tomato. Some of the recipes I have found call for soy sauce. I don't know, a little bit maybe. We'll see. I'll probably put some jalapeno in there, just like one jalapeno, maybe a Bloody Mary olive. These are okay. For the hot sauce, one of the best, Louisiana. That's right, not the state, obviously. But any fans out there, love ya. Simple tomato juice. Hashtag none of these are sponsors. Hashtag I would love for them to be. Hashtag send me money. CRK85CRK. Have I mentioned that to my Cash App or Venmo yet? To those of you that have subscribed, I do appreciate it. I think I'm up to like 15, so 85 to go, and I get that URL. I'm not saying let's pick it up, but what beer are you using? Simple, Corona. I know, it's whatever. I wanted to get a Mexican beer, and this is a Mexican beer. Don't forget your kosher salt, as well as some of this stuff for the rim. I still got that celery salt, so we're gonna use that too. Pepper as well. Micheladas. Says to take about a 1/4 cup of salt. That seems excessive. All right, so I got the salt in there. I guess I don't know about this. Hold on. All right, I'm just gonna put some of this in there as well. I'm not really sure how much. Put some pepper in there as well. Freshly ground is the way to go. Let's toss some of this celery salt from our Bloody Mary episode. If you haven't seen it, go back to episode 1. It's the first one on YouTube. You'll want to see it. You do. Mix it around a bit. I just spilled that everywhere. Put it on a plate, like so. You're gonna rim your, you know, for the glass rim. Got a sweet. Cutting up this lime. Get an ounce of lime juice. Actually doesn't call for lemon, but I'm gonna throw a little bit in there because why not? So how is everyone doing? I hope you've been enjoying my episodes. If not, then tell me what you would rather see and have happen. Etc. Big mamma jamma. One thing I didn't do yet again was see how many servings this makes. So trial and error, that's what it's about. You want a 1/2 ounce of hot sauce, again. Louisiana. You are embarrassing me, the cat. Oh shit! It was a 1/2 ounce of hot sauce, not an ounce. Oh well. 1/4 ounce Worcestershire sauce. Bro, it called for a 1/2 teaspoon of this. I put in way more than that. Oh no, you know what? That's on the rim, so it also calls for it in the sauce. I apologize for the cat. Maybe I should see what's happening to him. I'll put just like the smallest amount. You know what? Let's do like half a teaspoon. We'll see how that works. Just mix that up a bit. Yeah. And then it only calls 4? That's 2 ounces of tomato juice. I can love it. A little more than 2. You know how we do. Tomato. Bon doesn't want a michelada. She's just gonna try mine. So all for me, more for me. Don't forget to like do this to the rim, you know, because you are gonna want all that salt. I love a salted rim. I'm like a pretty big whore for salt. So, bloom, 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 bloom. Yeah, that's nice. I love it. I'm so fascinated with simple shit like that. It's the little things in life. It says to fill the glass about 3/4 the way with ice cubes. If my math is correct, that's about 3/4. Add the mixture. Again, I don't know if this serving was for 1 glass or... It was probably for 1. So we're gonna fill this to... I think you only want about, like, that was probably a little too much. And then again, top with Corona. We're gonna do this. It smells delightful. So that's your classic michelada, right? But I'm gonna add, just for funsies, 1 jalapeno, 1 Bloody Mary olive. I'm put my fingers in it if I want. That's what she said. 1 tomato. Garnish! And there we have it, y'all. Your own lovely michelada. Let me grab Bon and see what she thinks. All right, michelada taste test with Bon. After this, we're gonna cook the poppers. Look at her in her cute little corset. So, I'll let you do the honors.
Oh, thank you. Did you squeeze the lime in there?
Yeah, it's got lime. That's just for garnish.
Oh, cute.
Whatever. It's all right. Really, I'm the michelada lover in the household. Thing needs to be stirred. Wow.
Oh, Corona.
Not too bad. Maybe add more tomato juice if you'd like.
Better.
Go better.
My first sip.
Yeah. It's all resting on top. That's what she said. Ingredients for the bacon wrapped jalapeno peppers: 1/2 cup cream cheese, 1/2 cup shredded sharp cheddar cheese, 12 jalapeno peppers, half lengthwise, seeds and membranes removed, and then 12 slices of bacon. So we want to mix the cream cheese and cheddar cheese together in a bowl until evenly blended. And yeah, I'm gonna do that right now and just, you know, rant as I do. Also going to add these awesome little mini bell peppers and use them as well, because why not? So it's actually bacon wrapped jalapeno peppers and then also some bell peppers too. Not everyone likes jalapenos, whatever. Using bacon that my lovely, awesome, elegant, great, fantabulistic co-worker Annie brought to me. And then I also got some just steakhouse smoked uncured bacon, because why not? Hashtag not sponsored. So since I'm doing 12 jalapeno peppers, I don't know. And some of these, I'm going to use more than 1/2 cup of cream cheese. Okay, Google. Is 8 ounces, is 8 ounces a cup? Is 8 ounces equivalent to a cup? I think it is, right? Ugh, my internet has been ridiculous. Is 8 ounces equivalent to a cup? Fluid ounces. I assume that's the same thing. Whatever. So one of these is a whole cup. Calls for 1/2 cup. I'm just gonna... I love cream cheese. Oh, so good. So use 1/2 cup if you're just doing the jalapenos, the 12 jalapenos. I'm gonna use a full cup because I'm throwing in some bell pepper as well. It's really what it's all about, you know. Take these recipes, cook on your own with me, follow along, share, like, save, send me funds, CRK85 CRK. That was a big spoonful. Sharp cheddar calls for 1/2 cup. We are going to use a full cup. Could never be vegan just because cheese. All right, So the recipe says to like mix that up, chop up the jalapenos, have them, and then scoop that into half the jalapeno. But the difference I'm doing, have I told you how we feel about garlic in this household? We're gonna mince some garlic. That's right, minced, and as well as some onion. I'm gonna chop those up. Also put them in the bowl. So we gonna chop up some garlic. Gonna chop up some onion. It's getting hot. I hate it. You're talking to a guy that wears shorts in the winter. Texas really doesn't have winters anymore, do we? Except for your occasional winter freeze in the middle of, what was that, March, February? Stupid. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe global warming much? Climate change? We're all gonna die. So let's enjoy our lives until then. Me and Bon went out last night to one of the local bars around here, and it was nice. It was fun. We're shooting the shit, right? Just catching up with one of Bon's old friends. There's this older lady, probably in her like 60s, 50s or 60s, right? She had been a part of this huge wedding party or some shit like that. I don't know, but they all ended up leaving except for her and her friend. She makes her way to the other end of the bar where I'm sitting, where we're sitting. I'm right here, Bon, friend, and that lady sits there. So I'm sitting like this because I'm talking, you know, to them. The fucking bitch, first of all, this is when I should have shut it down, but she grabs my hand. She touches me. She physically invades my bubble, right? And she says, hey, I don't mean to be rude. Should have been like, excuse you. And I just got a manicure with Bon the other day, and I got, you know, this purple sparkly fingernail polish. And she goes, I don't mean to be rude, but just wondering. And then she just goes on this entire rant about, like, gay rights and pride in a negative sense, okay? And she's like, wow, your fingernails look better than mine do. I was like, oh, I just got them done the other day. Thanks. Already, right? Sense is heightened. Oh, great. I gotta talk to this person that is obviously inebriated. Like, she was drunk when I got there. I could tell from across the room. So let me ask you, how old is she? And she's looking at Bond. She's like 12. She's like 12. You know, this woman is drunk out of her mind. So already I'm like, I do not want to talk to you. I do not want to deal with you. I do not want to interact with you. Can you explain to me? Can you just tell me, like, what is with this fluidity, this sexual fluidity that's good? Like, what, just please tell. And then she just keeps trying. She's like, I have gay friends. I had gay friends when you were all in diapers. I had gay friends. Like, what is she? She's 12. She's fucking 12. How old are you? And I'm like, and she's like, well, whatever. Like, I'm 30 years older than you. So I'm just sitting there like, Jesus Christ, lady, I do not want to have this conversation with you because obviously your mind and opinion is already made up. It doesn't matter what I say at this point or what you want me, like, you just want to hear what you want to hear. So I'm just letting her rant. You can't talk to people like that, especially when they're drunk. And don't get me wrong, I've been drunk and I've been an idiot. I guess she thought I was 100% gay because my fingernails were painted, which is whatever. I don't give a shit what you think of me. And that way, it did hurt a bit. But not because she thought I was gay, but I don't know. Whenever people you don't know make assumptions about you based off your appearance, it doesn't feel good. Basically, she was trying to... I became the ambassador of explaining to her what sexual fluidity was and how gender roles, etc., etc. So she said, I just don't understand why they're so offended. If I called you a mister, she's talking to me, she's like, if I called you a mister, I said he, would you be offended? And I was like, well, no, because I identify as a man. And she's like, well, and then Bond stepped in and she was like, I don't think, you know, and of course she's talking about trans people, right? I don't think anyone trans or maybe not just trans, just people with different gender identity norms, right? Norms, traditional norms. Bond's like, I don't think they would like be so upset with you if they just met you and you got it wrong, you know? And then they told you, hey, identify with being a man or a woman or a they or an it or whatever. But if you kept doing that, then yeah, that might upset them. And she was just like, well, let me tell you, I wouldn't get it wrong the first time. I wouldn't get it wrong the second time. I wouldn't get it wrong the third time. And I was about to go off on her, and I was about to just be like, look, and drop some knowledge and be like, because for those of you out there that do not know or do not understand or just don't fucking care to know, someone's sexual biology, I guess I should say, is a vastly different thing from someone's gender identity. Gender is a social construct that we have developed as a society over the last 200,000 years, right? This is what a man does, this is what a woman does. Woman cooks and cleans and takes care of the house and kids, and man goes out and hunts and makes a living and all that stupid shit. Like, that's just a construct. Gender identity is just how you feel about yourself, as far as maybe being a man, maybe being a woman, maybe being neither, maybe being a they, an it, whatever. It's totally different. Honestly, it just really pissed me off because her friend was right next to her, not saying anything, like, I'm not touching this. I guess it was her boyfriend or her husband or whatever was just sitting there on his fucking phone in his stupid Armani suit or whatever the fuck he was wearing. You could tell they were really like rich and uppity and all that shit. They were just standing there letting her rant like a drunken lunatic to me and Bonnie and our friends, and I was just like, god damn, I don't want to deal with this. So the conversation kind of ended. So again, I said I was like turned this way, right? Because I was talking to my friends. So I just went back to this way, and then I could hear her behind me go, oh yeah, just fucking turn around for me, whatever. I had tattoos before y'all were even born. I had gay friends before y'all were. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, lady? I just felt very attacked. This is all because of fingernail polish. Like, if I did not have this, would that interaction have taken place? And I can't even imagine what my trans brothers and sisters feel on a day-to-day basis, my gay brother and sisters feel on a day-to-day basis, and how just like persecuted, and I don't know. All we can ask for as a society is to be at least tolerant of each other, right? Like, no one can change anyone's mind, but maybe we can open a dialogue at least and talk about shit and try to get through to one another. And I know it's dumb because you can't talk to someone like that at a bar that's just approaching 2.0. And it's just weird how one interaction can just like knock you down and kind of, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, all my LGBTQ plus people out there, happy Pride Month. You are loved, and it'll get better. It's got to, right? As long as we stick together and do what we need to do. People like that, I mean, she like 65, she gonna die a little bit, right? This channel is friendly to people of all colors, sexualities, races, creeds, even religion. I myself am not. I'm agnostic, you know. But as long as you're not an asshole, like, don't use your religion to fucking infringe on people's rights, as we see happening constantly. Everybody love everybody. Like, life's too short, you know. Anyways, I'm chopping up this garlic. I'm mincing it pretty small. I'm gonna throw it in the bowl. Also going to chop up some white onion. You want to take your cream cheese and your sharp cheddar cheese, and then if you want to add the stuff that I did, go for it. If not, whatever. And you want to mix that up. Cream cheese is hard to mix up, so I don't know how we're going to do this. So this is the mix that's going to go in the jalapenos and the bell peppers. So yeah, you add what you want to add. Look at these. Look at these big mama jalapenos I got. You gotta get big jalapenos because, you know, you gotta stuff them. So make sure you get a good size. Look at all them guts. So I got the jalapenos halved. I got the bell peppers halved, both gutted. Now you want to add your mixture into not all of them, to half of them, to the half counterpoint. So you want to put your concoction into one half of them, put the other one right on top there. And we're eventually going to wrap it with bacon. It's going to be delightful. I have them all stuffed and put back together. Why do some of those look weird and not match? Because I lost track of which ones fit with which. Weird, right? So make sure you do it correctly. I don't know. It should be fine. We're going to wrap them with bacon. And then the bell peppers one as well. So we're talking about like bacon. This is the lovely bacon Annie brought me. We're going to take that, just wrap it. Should open the toothpicks beforehand. Try not to get bacon juices everywhere. I hear it's not healthy. You don't want them falling apart, right? And as so. That should be good. You're going to want a baking pan. We're baking them in the oven. I don't know if I told you. I got a grill, alright? Boom, boom. Hey, little walk by. Probably looking for his brother, which is asleep in a chair over there. Sleep in a chair over there. Yeah. So this is the other type of bacon, a much bigger. So you probably only need like half of it. Is that not how you're supposed to cut bacon? Let me show you what I did here. It just came to me like Leonardo da Vinci, you know, like Steve Jobs, you know, like Albert Einstein, just all your geniuses throughout history are rebels, right? They do their own thing. Well, look what I decided to do. On the skewer, you can't really see because of the tomato, but on every one, I put a little piece of garlic, a little piece of jalapeno on the jalapeno, topped with a tomato. That's right. We're going to let that bake in a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes until the bacon gets real nice and crispy. Also, let's add some pepper. Do what you want. Make it yours. That's what it's all about. All right, like I said, letting that cook for 400 degrees at 15 minutes. 15 minutes at 400 degrees. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So the recipe said that the bacon's supposed to be kind of crispy. This doesn't look crispy, but I've already cooked it for like 30 minutes, 25 minutes. All right, taste test time. Now, look what happened to my little garnish thing. So that's the garlic, the jalapeno, the tomato, whatever. Yeah, I put it on top.
That's cute.
So the weird thing, again, the bacon was supposed to be crispy. I cooked it really long. It's not really crispy. And then also the thing about jalapeno poppers is like, yeah, you can eat it whole, but I cut it up into a little fork to make it to eat on a fork to make it easier. But anyways, here we go. See how it is. Hope the bacon is good. I did it again.
It's bomb.
I did a cook.
You're the cookest.
Thanks for joining us, Cooking with Calvin. Happy Pride Month. Join us next week. Let me know what you want me to cook.